Siselapha kwesisihloko sokutya imbotyi. Abesitulo namhlanje siniphathele incutshe kwindlela esitya ngayo. Carina Muller uswa kwisebe lezemfundo uzasixelela banzi. Masimamkele. Good morning and welcome to Kids News.
Good morning.
We talk about nutrition all the time. Why is it so important, especially for the kids?
Children are still growing and they need to eat a well-balanced meal. And when we talk about good nutrition is to include a variety of food. With other words, you need some protein, you need some starches, and you need lots of the colored vegetables and fruit.
All right, beans are part of the legume family. So what are legumes and pulses?
Legumes and pulses are sort of from the same family. If you look at the pulses, it's the dry seed that we get straight from the fields or the land. And then if you look at legumes, that's like the umbrella name that includes all the dried beans and peas and other legumes can be, for instance, soya.
So why are dry beans, peas and lentils good for us?
There's many reasons. For growing children, the first thing, it gives us protein, and protein makes us strong to do activities. If you have aspirations to be a sportsman or a sportswoman, it's good to have a lot of protein, and dry beans, peas and lentils got lots of them.
Okay, so how much dry beans, peas and soya can one consume at a time?
Because it's a protein, it's not necessary that it must be a whole plateful. You can look at a cup and then you say half a cup. It's one portion.
So if these foods are so good and very much important, why are most of us not eating them?
I think one of the challenges would be that it's a long cooking process and you have to soak it before. Otherwise, it's going to take you 3-4 hours to get it cooked. So it's not a ready meal that you can just do in half an hour. But if you do the preparation, they're lovely to eat and healthy.
So what can one do if they experience bloatedness?
Bloatedness,
Yes.
That's unfortunately one thing that can happen if you eat a lot of these pulses or legumes. But what would be advised if you have not eaten them before is that you include them slowly in the diet. With other words, you instead of eating them like 3 or 4 times, you just start with once a week. Then your system will get used to it.
Okay, so finally, so what's your word to the kids at home who say no to beans? We want fried chicken, we want yogurt and stuff. What would you say to them?
I will say to them the best is healthy food. They are still growing and they must choose healthy options. They want to live long, and to eat good food will make them have a good life.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time. I hope our viewers have learned a thing or two on this conversation, from this conversation.